Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm actually going to do probably my most scientific test ever between the 2017 Speed Queen and the 2018 Speed Queen. For those of you who don't know, the 2018 Speed Queen has been completely redesigned and is completely different than the 2017 Speed Queen. For this test, I bought 24 brand new hand towels in white, and I pre-washed them once just to get all the new, whatever chemicals may be on it. And then I got two 2-ounce shot glasses and filled them up with ketchup equally. And I took the 2-ounce shot glass of ketchup and smeared it all over one of the new towels. As you can see, I got just about all of it out of the cup and proceeded to smear it around the new towel to give it kind of a pretty even stain. I did this on both towels, and I did them as evenly and as equally as I possibly could to keep everything consistent. This one was towel number 2. Same towel, same ketchup. Got it all cleaned up, smeared all around. And what I did was that I wrapped them up and I kind of squeezed them, kind of like I was wringing them out, just to really get that ketchup stain kind of in the fabric and not just, superficially on the top. So everything was very, very consistent. I mean, I got all the ketchup on it. There's me wringing it just to kind of get everything nice and set in. I put those to the side and I started to do my test load. The first test was with the 2018 Speed Queen. The test was as follows. I used 10 brand new, perfectly clean white hand towels, and then I put 1 ketchup stained hand towel in, 1 Tide Pod, and I washed it on warm wash, heavy duty, no extra rinse. So that kept the cycle times down to about 40 minutes flat. I also, instead of using the autofill, I picked the maximum tub fill. So this thing filled up to the absolute top with water. I did the same thing on the 2017 Speed Queen, and so everything was consistent, everything was identical. I used the same wash, the same soap, the same ketchup stain, the same towels. Obviously 2 different sets of towels. I didn't rewash anything this time. And I threw my 3 microfiber towels in there so that you could see the rollover action. Now, I just wanted to say that in this particular load situation, this 28 Speed Queen, this is the best possible case scenario with this washer. Like I've said before, this washer actually does a decent job circulating the clothing in this type of load situation where it's a full tub of water, smaller, flexible items such as hand towels or t-shirts. So this is the best possible case scenario for this machine. Where it really does struggle, like I said in my previous videos, is on the stiffer items, bulkier items. It really struggles to turn things over and has a difficult time washing. So this, if it doesn't come clean in this type of load situation, then, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to fast forward through this wash cycle. I will publish the full unedited version of this wash video as soon as I do this side-by-side comparison test video, but I don't want to waste your time and make a 2-hour-long video showing you 2 full wash cycles. So everything went pretty uneventful, and the washer rinsed and spinned and did all its things that it was supposed to do. So now it's time to see how it actually turned out. You can see immediately I was able to find the ketchup stained towel, and there it is. As you can see, it did definitely get it significantly cleaner, but that white towel is horrendously stained. I mean, that's pretty bad. it kind of turned out a little bit more of orange than red. And I thought that was okay, but we'll see what happens in the 2017 version of the same machine. I also checked the other towels just to make sure any of the ketchup stains didn't bleed through to the other towels. I kept one towel as a control towel, as in I did not wash it at all in this test load, and nothing bled through. I mean, all the towels except for my ketchup stain towel were perfectly white. There was no color bleeding through. There was no orange spots or red spots or any ketchup stains on any of the other towels. I checked every single one of them front and back, and they were just as clean as the moment that I put them in. So it definitely didn't bleed through anything. It was just the ketchup stain towel that I was concerned about. I immediately conducted the same test on the 2017 washer using a exact load, which was 10 hand towels, 1 ketchup stain towel, and then my 3 microfiber towels. I'm going to fast forward through all this just because I don't want to bore you to death and lose your attention. But this load went fine. I did the exact same wash cycle. I did warm wash, heavy duty, no extra rinse, and I did a full tub fill. Now, I will say that the 2017 Speed Queen, the latest version, revision 4, is a little bit at a disadvantage because it doesn't quite fill all the way up to the top set of holes in the tub of water. It fills up about, I think, about 2 sets of holes from the bottom. So there's a little bit less water being used in the 2017, but I wanted to try and keep it consistent, so I did a full tub fill and a full tub fill, and I didn't tamper with anything. So here is the load after it's finished. I was kind of looking for the ketchup stained one because that's the one that was the most important, and there it is.
Oh, here it is.
There it is. Oh boy, what a difference. Look at that. Sorry if it's a little bit not crystal clear, but as you can see, it got it pretty darn clean. It's definitely still stained, but it's definitely not orange like the 2018. So here's a side-by-side comparison of the 2017 versus the 2018, and hey, there it is. I don't know. The 2017 is on the bottom, obviously, and the 2018 is the one at the top. There's one of my clean towels just to show you a difference between the 3 different shades. So like any good scientist, I decided that I needed to completely retest this load. I can't just verify my findings on one specific test. And then also a little side note for those of you who think I actually got a prototype or something along that, along those lines type of washer. That's not the case. This is an early production model. It is a very early production model. I got one of the first ones off the line, but this was not a prototype. I was not given, extremely early access. I was just given, not given, I bought this washer. I was allowed to buy this washer earlier than most because I was willing to take the demo model, which is the washer that they used during the training. So this was a washer that's been handled already. It was out of the box. It had a couple little minor dings on it. And obviously it was disassembled and put back together a couple of times. So this was not a prototype model. This is not a, whatever you guys think. This is an early production model, but this is going to be just about exact to what you're going to see on the floor for sale today new. Unless Speed Queen did some last minute computer corrections to their boards within the 30 days or so within the last 30 days, then this machine is exactly what you will be getting if you bought a new one. So this load, I did make a few adjustments to my test. This particular load, I did full cold wash, as in no warm water whatsoever. I did absolute cold water, and I did verify that with an infrared thermometer. The wash water was a brutal 40 degrees. Oh my goodness, it was cold. And I did change soap. I went from a Tide Pod to a Persil soap packet pod thing. And my results, I'm pretty proud to say, were actually very consistent. Here is the results from the 2018 Speed Queen. And then here is my towel from the previous load. So as you can see, washing in cold water did not really make a difference. I know that they say that tomato stains are a little bit easier to get out if you wash in cold. And then changing the soap basically made no perceptible difference. So I decided to try this test all over again on the 2017 Speed Queen using the same test criteria. So just to be crystal clear, this load I did cold wash, full tub fill, heavy duty cycle with no extra rinse options, and I used a Persil tab instead of the Tide Pod packets or whatever. And my results were pretty consistent. So here's the ketchup stained towel. That's the back, that's the front. As you can see, it got quite a bit of it out, and it did not bleed anything or stain any of the other towels, as the 2018 didn't either. So let me grab the other towel and we could put them side by side and see which ones, if they were consistent. So this was test number 2, Speed Queen 2017, and this towel that I'm putting up is the first try on the excuse me, on the warm wash with the same ketchup stain. So there it is, test number 1, Speed Queen 2017. So my consistent results let me know that, you know, the test is pretty conclusive. So there you have it. Let me put up some more pictures so you could see a couple of more side-by-side comparisons. So that's it, guys. This is a pretty conclusive scientific test. There's no flaws that I could see in my testing procedure. If you guys noticed anything, definitely let me know. But I felt like I was pretty consistent with everything. I ran everything twice just to make sure that there was no flaws in my testing process, and these were my results. So I'll let you draw your own conclusions. I'll post the full wash videos shortly after I publish this one, and thanks for watching.